It's really hot here. I don't think I've sweat this much in years, but it's been made better by another SpellForce Platinum patch. So let's just, without further ado, take a look at it, see what's new with this patch, see what got updated, see what changed, what got added, blah blah blah. And it's a cool patch. It's not the biggest of patches, we had bigger ones, but it gives us big additions, especially in the general department. So let's see what it's all about. First of all, I just want to mention that it's an update 1, right? Which may suggest that we will get an update 2, update 3, and hopefully update 100, because I love these patches for Platinum. Also, if you're hearing sounds in the background, they're just my neighbors working, I can't help it. In any case, the main thing this patch brings us, as should be visible on the thumbnail, is the addition of the Russian and Polish language to the Steam version of the game, which is great news. Now, I'm assuming that this just means the text language, because it would be news to me that the Russian and Polish official versions of SpellForce 1 had, sound, speaking and stuff like that. But the text is there, I know that much, and those were added to Steam now. To access them, you should either go to the properties and then select the language there, or change them in the langid.lua file to either 5 for Russian or 6 for Polish. Now, this is great news, however, it currently doesn't work properly. Let me just open Steam for you. What you were supposed to do to change this is to right click on the game, go on properties, and first of all, if you aren't yet, go on betas, go on public test, which is the beta where these updates are being rolled out, but once you've done that, you would go on languages and select it here. Now, as you can see, this still isn't here. You can't select those languages yet, and trying to select them through the client language thing with the Lua file just gave me blanks, pretty much, and I couldn't get those languages to work. Now, this might mean that the files weren't implemented properly. Nonetheless, I still think the news is great, and I think the languages are a welcome addition. I hope, and it will probably be fixed within a day or so. I wouldn't assume this to take much longer. So keep an eye out, check Steam often, see if there's another mini update for SpellForce where these languages are added. In any case, great addition that we now actually have Russian and Polish there. In other changes, they fixed a bug which caused the window to be scaled disproportionately to display resolution if you had borderless. I've had this bug myself a few times, and I think what it did was it just kind of always reverted to a full screen resolution when you have borderless, instead of keeping the one you wanted to. So I'm glad to see that that's been fixed, and they fixed the application set figure tech tree mode, which works correctly. And for those wondering, this is a cheat or a console command which you can use to be able to produce advanced units without the need for the buildings for those units. So for example, you would be able to produce paladins without having the paladin buildings built anywhere. And they fixed some AI things. First and foremost, this one, which is a huge one, they fixed the bug which caused trolls summoned by players to cast Berserk at full HP instead of at the threshold they had. Now, this made the trolls very overpowered, and they fixed that, it's back at the threshold, but they also changed the threshold from 15% to 25%, which is also a very good change, because a lot of people have been complaining that if the threshold is 15%, the trolls just cast it and die soon after, so there's not that much use for, the Berserk that they casted. That's been fixed as well, really nice change. And units now correctly cast Death's Grasp on wounded ally units nearby, and they fixed the bug which caused poisonous plants to not cast Acid Cloud while player units were nearby. Now, again, the patch isn't massive, but the changes are really big and really impactful, especially the language one, which, again, I'm assuming it's going to be fixed very soon, and just keep on checking Steam, it will be there eventually. But yeah, the video is a bit short, that's all I wanted to say in this one. Oh, and before I end it, if you have any suggestions, because again, they are taking notes, just go in the comments here like these people did, and write your suggestions. If you want to have something changed, if you know of any bugs that maybe they missed, just write them there. It can never be harmful, and they will consider the feedback, they will probably implement it, as they've shown with numerous SpellForce 1 patches over the past months. So yeah, that's about it. Like the video if you enjoyed it, subscribe for more news, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!